Have you faced this kind of situation that someone remind you towards your responsibility? You are not responsible. You are so careless. Have you ever done your task in time? You should be loyal towards your liabilities. Have you done your assignment? You are so lazy. You should be accountable. So have you go through this kind of vibe, this kind of situation? Have you envisaged this? So if you encounter any of this kind of situation, when someone poke you and remind you towards your responsibility, so this video is for you. So today we are going to discuss about the responsibilities. Hello friends, this is Pranjal Soikia. So let's get into the video. So we general people think that we have responsibility towards our family, towards our society, towards our father, mother, towards our children, towards our wife, loved one, towards our society, towards our country, towards our sister, brother, towards our study, towards our job, towards our many things. So we have responsibility towards many different things in layman's perspective. But see the extremist part, and let's see this responsibility business and what we get from the responsibility. Let's get into the topic deeply. Let's say in extremely, if we see the Mahabharata, there are some characters, that is Bhishma, Karna, Dhritarashtra, then Dronacharya. So they had similar kind of responsibility. But what they found, Bhishma, who were so studious person, so strengthened person, so energetic person, but he helped destroy his own family, own kind of spring, and own kind of the state, the country, because for the his responsibilities towards one man, his father, towards his country. So he is so responsible towards his words that he cannot deny the bad facts, he cannot ignore, he cannot take out of the bad times, because he is so much binded to his responsibility. So in terms of Karna, he is so binded with his responsibility towards his loyalty of his friendship that he cannot driven out Duryodhana's friendship, because Duryodhana fought for sin, but he cannot able to get out from the possession of Duryodhana, because he had some responsibility towards the Duryodhana. Then Dhritarashtra, he had responsibility towards his own son, so he cannot distorted his image of responsibility. So for his own responsibility, he bound to, he compelled to bind himself in a kind of cage. So he cannot release from the cage. As a consequence, the whole war had happened. Then we can say that Quran. So now you can able to see at the name of one book how many fought, how many war had fought, because for the image of responsibility we have some responsibility towards our one book. We don't know about anything, but we have responsibility towards our one book. Then Hindus are responsible for their own culture, own traits, so much that they did some very mischief with the Buddhists, Jains. So at the name of responsibility, we have seen much more crime in this world. If we will become responsible towards one or the other things, then we compelled to ignore the other possibilities. So as a result, the destruction, the doom is bound. So if you responsible towards one thing, then you have to ignore the others. As a result, the circle is become deteriorated. But responsibility in his own terms is not bad at all. But we take responsibility, we put a responsibility with some very frivolous activities. Become responsible towards our family. When we are responsible towards our family, we can compel to ignore the whole society, the human race. But you cannot survive with the wholeness, homogeneity, or holistic nature. You have to survive with the sustainability, with the variation, with the diversity. So when you give emphasis, when you discriminate in the name of responsibility is very good word, very exquisite word. But if you put this word in very frivolous kind of activities, then your action on the name of this responsibility is become very destructive towards the society. Hanuman was also responsible. Buddha was also responsible. Krishna was also responsible. Abdul Kalam was also responsible. Vivekananda was also responsible. They had given the essential activities, which is so much essential that we cannot live without them. They give emphasis towards the nothingness, towards the homogeneity, towards the whole society, not in a particular thing. So Hanuman give responsibility. Hanuman puts his responsibility towards Ram's activity, not accepted one. Then Vivekananda also had so much huge responsibility towards his guru Ramakrishna Paramhans, but his responsibility is towards the whole humanity, not for the one thing. So when we adore, when we take responsibility, we should notice that we should look at the mirror, that who put us, who make us, or who give us the responsibility, kind of responsibility. What is his own ambition? Is he kind of fit for his responsibility? Is he the perfect person to give me any kind of responsibility? If my mother if my father, if my school, if my college, if my society give me some responsibility towards something, do they know the proper kind of responsibility? So before take any responsibility, please check it out. Otherwise, on the name of responsibility, you can see how many destruction had happened and how many destruction have been happening in this art on the name of this, on the name of this responsibility, on the name of this holy, our all religious groups, our father, mother, our society. We drive out our mother, father to from our home because we think we have some responsibility towards our wife, towards our children. So if you put your responsibility, your time and energy towards something which is actually frivolous, then your responsibility, when you possess by this responsibility, then your mind is undergo blank. So please check when you take your time and effort, and when you give yourself towards some activity, take responsibility from perfect person, not from anyone. Don't listen to your father, mother, society. Yes, if he is deserve for give me any responsibility, then I will listen. But if he is not deservable person, if your society, your teacher, your family are not deserve, if they're not even balanced their own life, how can they put give me, make me, and set for me some kind of responsibility and give instruction that you should go this way, otherwise your life will be distorted? How can they put me, how can they put or possess me and take my all time and effort? Please look on this mirror. Okay, thank you very much. So these are all about responsibility, and if you have any queries regarding this all kind of discussion, then you can ask question. Okay, till then take care, and we will meet on our next video. Bye bye.